Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Homemaker's channel. The reason why I have a big smile and I'm laughing is I did something kind of, well, very typical of myself. I made a video a couple minutes ago, well, about half an hour ago, and I forgot to press the record button. I only realized it after I have my recipe in the oven. Yes, I'm making a popover muffin. But I know I promised to make it short, but I just had to tell you that story. Very typical of me. I was looking at the screen and I'm thinking, something doesn't look right. And I realized the time on the bottom is not moving and there's no stop button. Then it dawned on me, I didn't press that start button. So, and I'm all set to make a video, so I said, it's not going to take long. I'm just going to redo it. It is 10 o'clock at night, almost 10 o'clock at night. But I'm wide awake and I'll remake it just for you guys and gals. So here we go. I got to make it quick. Because I'm planning on making this half an hour or shorter. Here we go. Like I said, I'm making popovers today. That would be great for Sunday brunches or anytime, really. And here I have 3 eggs. I'm going to have to, and you want to beat it till it's a little frothy. You're going to have to make a little noise. I better not. You know why? Because Sarge's upstairs screaming. Well, maybe if I put the milk in, it won't be so loud. So I have 3 eggs and 1.5 cups of milk. And I'm going to whisk it till it's frothy. It still is noisy. I didn't want to add all the milk right away, but I don't think he's going to appreciate that. I'm going to use a whisk. When I made this the first time, it wasn't so late. Anyway, where's my whisk? It's only the batter that, like I said, this is the second try. Can I'm going to turn this light out just for a little bit. Can you see how foamy, not foamy, but frothy it is? It's hard to tell, but you just beat it till some bubbles form. You know, like when you're taking a bath, the bubble bath, you go like that and then bubbles come up. You want it to be like that. And of course, you're not going to take a bath in this. I was trying to be funny. And while you're doing this, you want to heat the oven to 450 degrees. My oven is 425, but the recipe calls for 450. And you want to preheat the tin in the oven. It should be hot. Which I have done, but I'm reusing this tin here. Let me move my camera. You see, you want to go upstairs? Go ahead. You get to see Bogey. As usual, he's hanging around. And Gizzy's on the floor. Gizzy, you want to say hi to the camera? No, he's going upstairs. Let's see. I forget where I was. Oh well. You want to beat this mixture till it's fluffy. This is the only leavening you're going to have. We don't put baking powder or yeast or anything like that. The rice comes from the egg. So you want to beat it a little bit. It's like an egg batter, really. But I would categorize this under bread. So you want to gradually add the flour, which is 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 1/4 teaspoon salt. And you want to whisk it till it's combined, blended. You don't want to deflate all that fluff that you created. So you want to go a little gentle on the second time around with the flour mixture. Oops. I didn't turn my oven on. I am being such a scatterbrain today. I'm not sleepy or tired. Just one of those days. I hope this one comes out all right, though. And 1 1/4 teaspoon salt. You can make this into 1 teaspoon if you want. I've done that already. I'm just reading the recipe out loud. I'll go over the recipe, the ingredients, once this goes in the oven. Then I can concentrate. The batter's a little like soupy side. It's liquidy. I'm looking for a picture. Oops. You have better control if you use a pitcher, because you only want to, it's important that you only fill it no more than 3/4, because it will rise and puff. Oops, I can't find my spatula. Some of you might wonder, how does this lady get anything done? She looks so scatterbrained and clumsy. But you know what? Those who have been following me and watching me know with all this, I get it done and it comes out just fine and delicious. You will see. It just goes to show that you don't have to be a perfectionist or a pro to do things and to eat well. Okay, now I don't want to touch this because the pan is hot. It was in the oven and I kept it warm on the grill. You do want to oil it after the pan gets hot. Spray it with one of those sprays, or oil it, or use butter. It was already oiled, so I'm just going to do a light touch. And when you do it for the first time, you want to do a little bit on the rim because it's going to rise and then, and you don't want it to stick to the rim. I didn't wash the pan, but I don't think it's just popover that I just baked, which I sampled it already. I couldn't wait. I was hungry. I will sample another one for you, though. That's not a problem. Not for me. It is that good. Okay, here we go. I like this to keep it warm on the griddle. That's not necessary. I'm off the camera. That's not necessary, but I prefer to keep it warm. I just say no more than 3/4. I don't think it's going to make quite 6. I like the idea of spilling, like creating that mushroom effect. I like that look. I hope I didn't go over 3/4. I need to get I will be back. I'm going to put this in the oven. 450 according to the recipe. My oven is 425, but yours might be 450. In other words, it's a hot oven. Okay. And you want to bake it. You want to bake it for 20 minutes. So it's 20 minutes at 450. And then you turn it down to 350 and bake another 20 minutes. But the second time around, keep an eye on it, because on the second round, it's going to start burning quickly, browning quickly. You don't want it to get too dark. So, keep the light on and peek. Even though I said 20 minutes, if it gets golden brown, slightly toasted, just take it off. Okay, so now we wait for 20 minutes. And oh, I know what we can do. We can talk about this popover. In some places, it's an old recipe. Some places they call it Yorkshire pudding, or is it Yorkshire pudding? I think it may have originated in England because of the name, but there's also the Dutch version. I don't know if it's Dutch, but they call it Dutch babies. So it's German version of it. So I'm not quite sure where it really came from, but I think it came from England. I didn't do no research. I didn't want to mess with that. But if anybody knows, leave a comment. And what else can I talk about this? Okay, I know, but I can go over the recipes for you. It's 3 eggs. These are all at room temperature. So it's 3 eggs and 1.5 cups of milk. Or you can go 1 1/4. It varies. I used in between 1/4 and 1/2. A scant 1.5 cups of whole milk. And you whisk that till it's frothy, till some bubbles form like a bubble bath texture. And once you get that foam, add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 1/4 teaspoon salt. Some people think it might be too salty, so you can add one teaspoon. That's fine. And then you blend that gently. The first one you do it till it's frothy. After you add the flour, you blend it till it's blended, but it's okay to have few lumps. It doesn't matter, because it's like a souffle batter. If you over mix it, it will get stiff. It will just make it harder instead of soft and fluffy. And what else can I say? Oh, there's different varieties. You can make it into savory popovers. You can even add herbs and stuff. And then there's the sweet version. You can fill it. The inside is somewhat hollow. That allows you to fill it with different things. I like to fill it with scrambled eggs for brunch. If you look into my previous recipe, I think it's the second or third recipe that I've done from the beginning. I have the elevated scrambled eggs and potatoes and maple bacon. That goes well with this. You can even slice it in half and put that scrambled eggs inside it. That would be nice and fancy, especially for the holidays when you have guests over. So, yes. You can also add, I'm just thinking of different things. You can add gel, just put it with, smear it with jelly. That's fine, butter and jelly. Or you might want to omit this, just put a little bit of salt and add a little sugar and make a crust, fill it with lemon curd or custard. That would be good. Like a cream puff. In fact, it has that kind of a texture. Sort of chewy in the inside, but crusty on the outside. I think it's sort of like I'm thinking like in between a croissant and cream puffs. And yeah, puff pastry. So like somewhere around there. You will like it. I wish you would try this. So yeah, you just be creative. I'm only giving you the basic popover. Like I always say, I show you the basics and you take it from there and you be creative and make it your own. So I'm going to put it on pause until my 20 minutes is over, if I can reach that far. My hair was sticking straight up in the air. So I thought, well, I will put one of these things and hold it down. So I had the roller on and I forgot. I'm having a bad hair day. Okay, it's good enough. Like I said, it is what it is. Some days you have a good day and some days you don't. Well, actually, I had a good day this morning um, when I got up. You know what? Before I chit chat, I wanted to mention my 20 minutes was up. So I turned the oven down to 350. Remember, we started off with 450 for 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, you turn it down to 350 and put it in for another 20 minutes or so. You got to keep an eye on it the second time. Make sure it doesn't get too dark. But anyway, going back to my story, um, like I said, I got up and I was getting dressed. I was thinking of getting dressed, and I thought I'm always wearing sweats these days because we don't go off that much anymore. Only to the store, groceries, and things like that. So I was thinking, well, I'm gonna get a little bit dressed, and so I got dressed and put my hair up and everything in a bun. I don't know if you can see, but it is what 9 o'clock or going on 10. So by now I kind of melt down. So I wanted to get my hair was standing up and I had the roller on. I do dumb things. I often greet people coming in the door with the roller on, or go out the door and realize, oh, I have my roller, especially with my bangs because they tend to stick out. And that's why I always have the roller on my bangs or separate, not the way I wanted to separate. But yeah, I'm ready for another 20 minutes, so I'm going to put it on pause. I don't want this to go over 30 minutes. Remember, my new thing is to keep it under 30 minutes. Okay, my 20 minutes is up. I'm looking for my pot holder. So this is what it looks like. For some reason, everything looks pale. It's actually like golden brown on the top. I guess because of the light. I'm not quite sure if this is better. Anyway, I'm gonna flip this. They say to you have to immediately take this out. They come off easily. They should with all that buttering I did. Ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. They don't stand very well. Mine never did. That's why I always lay them on the side. And what you need to do after you take it off is make a little slit. I like to make right in the middle on the sides. Or you can do it in the middle. Probably in the middle. I do it both sides, side and middle. The idea is to let the steam escape. They claim that helps to hold its shape better, so they don't completely collapse. Oops. I know I'm quiet. Ooh, it's hot. You can see the, I don't know if you can see the steam coming off. It is hot. Like I said, I am gonna, even though I had a piece from the other batch, I am gonna open one up for you. And of course, I gotta taste it. Should put this on a rack. Yeah, I don't mind laying it on the side because that's how I usually serve them. This one stands up. Maybe if you press it down a little bit and flatten the bottom, if you have to have it standing up. But I get more space by cutting it this way instead of, you know, it's hard to feel it when you cut it from the top. Unless you cut it like this and then fill it and then put the top back on. But yeah, this is cool enough. I'm going to cut one open. This is 30 minutes. I got to call it quits. Ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. Ooh, it's hot. I don't know if you can see it. See how it's, you can see the steam coming out. It is hot. See how it's indented inside, a little hollow. Not much. I mean, there's some meat. There's some meat. There's some body to it. Outside is crispy, crispy, and inside is soft and moist. Mm. Mm. It's just hot. But yes, I like to just butter it and eat it so. But there's so many things you can do with this. You could, ouch, ooh, it's hot, hot. Ooh. You could just spread. You can serve it as canopy too. I just thought of it. You spread it with whatever, crab salad or tuna, even tuna salad. You can put it on top, and it holds. It's just a nice tool to use to dip things or to fill it with. Sausage stuffing would be nice. Like I said, check out my previous video on elevated scrambled eggs. You can put that inside. I don't know, can you hear the crunch? I'm not trying to be bad manners or anything. I just wanted you to hear the crunch on the outside. And look how soft and chewy it is. I give it a thumbs up. So please try it. Like I said, I had to do this over again, and it's 32 minutes. If I didn't talk and do all that stuff, it would be even faster. If I can do this in 32 minutes, you can do it. Challenge yourself to do it in 20. Well, actually 40. The total time would be 40 because it takes 20 minutes to bake at 450 and another 20 minutes at 350. Don't forget that. So once again, I'll go over my ingredients and then I'm going to close it off. 3 eggs, 1.5 cups whole milk. You whisk that till it's frothy. 1.5 cups all-purpose flour. 1 1/4 teaspoon salt. I would cut it down to 1 teaspoon. Then you blend it, but don't over mix it. Then you put it in you fill the tin 3/4 fit full. Pop it in a preheated 450-degree oven for 20 minutes. And after that, turn the heat down to 350 and bake it for another 20 minutes. But like I said, keep an eye on it. And that's it. Then you cut slits. When it's done, remember I showed you how to just poke a hole in it? That way it lets the steam out. And that's about all you need to know. Then you have yourself a great tasting, yummy popover. So try it. Please do. And leave a comment and give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so and share. I really would like it if you can share it with anybody. Because maybe they'll watch it and maybe they'll subscribe to my channel too. The more the merrier, right? So I'm playing with my food. So until then, I'm going to close this off by saying my good night, your good morning, have a nice day, and God bless. Bye-bye. Oh, and adopt a pet. from the local shelter. Bye bye.